You've felt it before. That clarity that builds a few weeks into retention. The world feels sharper. People respond differently. Coincidences multiply. The benefits you've heard about start to appear real. Like something else is pulling the strings from behind the scenes, but you fall into doubt. This is because you've been conditioned not to trust your own perception. And before long, you're ending a streak, convincing yourself it's the last time. And it's only to test if the benefits were real. I'm going to introduce you to a new framework that explains exactly why the benefits on semen retention are real. By the end of it, you won't fall into this trap again easily. The holographic universe. Physicist Itzhak Bentov proposed something radical. The universe is a hologram or interference pattern in which all parts are interconnected, containing information about each other and thus about the entire universe. What does that mean? Well, think about a hologram. To create one, you split a single beam of light into two parts. One beam shines on the object you're recording, and the other acts as a reference. When they recombine, they form an interference pattern that encodes the complete three-dimensional information of the object. In other words, the two beams together create the illusion of a full three-dimensional object. But here's where it gets interesting. Unlike a photograph, where if you cut the image in half, you would get two halves. In a hologram, if you cut the image in half, you get two complete pictures. Every single piece contains the whole original image. Bentov said the universe works the same way. So here's the key. If the universe is holographic, then your inner world and outer world aren't separate. They're fundamentally linked. They reflect each other constantly. When you shift your internal state, the universe responds in kind. This isn't mysticism. The holographic principle is a real theory in quantum mechanics. What Bentov understood is that if every part contains the whole, then you are a miniature version of the entire universe. You are both the part and the whole simultaneously. And that means when you change your internal frequency, you're not just changing yourself. You're changing the version of reality you experience. Keep this foundation in mind as we move forward. Sexual energy is the power source of the universe. Literally. Much like holographic theory, where one light beam splits into two to reproduce an image that bears resemblance of a whole. Under the illusion of your separateness from the universe, you mirror that act. Seeking wholeness through union with the feminine, your light splits to create new life, a new being. The universe grows by one. And the illusion of separateness continues infinitely. Each child born into the world adds complexity, like a hologram containing smaller holograms within it. The world appears divided into separate forms, yet every fragment still carries the whole. In this way, creation multiplies, reflecting unity through infinite layers of division. But here's what most of us never consider. What happens when you reverse the flow? When you stop projecting outward and let it build within? You reconnect with the whole. This is where most men fall short of fully grasping semen retention. So let's go deeper. With sexual energy at the core of your being, imagine it as a light in the holographic field. Retention strengthens and sharpens the beam, while frequent release weakens it, making it flicker and waver. With excessive release, your internal signal becomes less coherent and harder to broadcast. It can be disrupted or overwhelmed easily by the signals of others. Men who retain, or those naturally blessed with a brighter, uninterrupted signal. In the holographic universe, the world responds directly to that signal. A strong, focused beam produces clarity and alignment, while a weakened, flickering signal creates confusion, missed opportunities, and friction in life. So, this makes semen retention the ultimate act of self-care as it builds your signal back up. Every day that you retain sexual energy, you're voting for the ascension of your own signal. And every time you release, you're voting for an empty signal. In short, the longer you can retain, the cleaner and more powerful this inner light can become. Until you're no longer building towards some distant goal of when the benefits finally arrive. You're rewriting reality in this very moment with each choice you make. That's the power you hold. So, with the holographic picture updating in real time, let's look at what happens when you pair it with retention. When your signal is clean and strong, the world responds in ways that feel supernatural. That's because everyone craves light. And the brighter your signal gets, the more others crave it. The easiest way to understand this is to remember who you were before retention, where each release meant chasing light for seconds before spending hours in darkness. The beauty you saw in others was the light, and you were reaching outward for something you felt you couldn't generate within. People possessed by this spirit create a sinking feeling around them, an energy drain you can feel in your gut. This is evil at its core, taking light instead of generating it. Entire industries are built to drain men of this essence. Adult entertainment, hookup culture, and dating apps are designed to keep you perpetually seeking light in others, while ignoring your own within. All the while, they steal it from right under your nose. That's why discernment becomes crucial in navigating this new reality. You're now visible to others in ways you weren't before. So, you need to identify who and what genuinely serves your path, versus who and what is just trying to drain you. Some will be inspired, drawn to your light, willing to give back, and wanting to grow alongside you. That's why we've launched Transmute, the first semen retention app designed to help you stay consistent and expand your energy. Download the app from the link in our description and join a fast-growing community of men on the same journey. The more conscious you become, the more the universe responds to you. The book that falls open to exactly the page you needed. The woman who looks you dead in the eye. Coincidences are the universe winking at you, saying, "I heard you. I'm helping." It's the echo of your new reality. Your signal grows so strong that asking and receiving are the same breath. A scattered signal begs, "Please let something good happen." A clear signal doesn't beg. It simply is the request. When you hold the light within you on semen retention, the universe now exists within you. Your heartbeat is its heartbeat. You exist in the eternal now, vibrating with the eternal frequency of being. Life becomes a walking prayer, a magnetic pull, a sense of being guided. What you're feeling is the golden cord of destiny, the holographic connection between your inner world and the larger pattern of your life, pulling you forward towards your reason for existing. You're not imagining it. You're finally tuned in to what was always there. When you retain, you're cleaning your signal. You're becoming a clear channel for life to flow through, and the world responds. Opportunities appear, people are drawn to you, Synchronicities multiply. This is real. This is physics. The benefits aren't placebo. They're the natural result of reclaiming your power and broadcasting a coherent signal into the quantum field. So keep your light bright, surround yourself with what amplifies it, and cut away everything that drains it. 90 days is where real transformation begins, so keep retaining. You were made for more. Rise to it.